Welcome to Women Funny. I'm your host, Natalya Nyn. Good thing we're filming this before the quarantine, which I know is going to happen because I'm a witch. Burn her! This is not my home. This is a very expensive, big, large, expensive, luxury studio with a live studio audience. This is just a regular day in 2016. It's a special day because it's May 8th, 2016, which is Mother's Day. Woo woo! After this, I'm just gonna hop on the seat of the shuttle to Metro North from Grand Central to see my mom at this restaurant by the Hudson River. No big deal. I'm really crossing fingers for Bernie Sanders. But if not, at least we'll have a first woman president. Up top. Just a regular high five. You know. Oh shoot. I'm getting a premonition. An orange, yellow-haired reality TV show star is becoming the biggest, most watched Tiger King? For a second I thought Donald Trump was going to become the president during a pandemic. Now that's a nightmare. Okay, so I'm also seeing something about unemployment, hoarding toilet paper, and Zoom. And now for our New York quarantine content.
I shit my pants on a Zoom call. This is my story. So I had an interview I was really excited about. I've really just loved getting the chance to interview you today, Kelly. This interview has gone on a lot longer than I expected. Well, it's a good thing both of us have nowhere to go. You've been such a wonderful candidate to talk to, Kelly. A few seconds into the call, felt a little nervous, and I'd also eaten a lot of beans for lunch. You know what? I just remembered, I think I actually do have something scheduled. I thought you said you had the whole afternoon free, am I correct? Oh, you know what? You got me there. At first I thought I was just farting. I thought they probably can't hear these farts over the call. I'm just gonna put you on mute for a second while I adjust, okay? While I adjust. Oh my God, I'm shitting myself. Is everything okay over there? I think I'm hearing some strange noises. Nope. Everything's good over here. Kelly, you seem a little bit, sick, or are you upset? All I could think about was, I'm shitting right now. I'm shitting as I talk to this person. Everything's good over here, all things considered, right? So, when do I start? You know what? I actually don't think we can give you the position at this point. Thank you. All right. Thank you for that. Well, you take care. I'm gonna let you go on my end, unless you have something you want to add. I think I'm just gonna, actually just hang up, if you don't mind. All right. Hang in there. Goodbye. I didn't make it. Now I'm sitting on my floor. I'm fully sitting in it.
Oh my God, hey there. Hi, I'm Denise and today I'm gonna show you 3 simple ways to get out of a Zoom call. Tip number 1, listen, we all know Zoom has the sound quality of a sweet potato, so lean into that.
I have some stuff I'd like to discuss
What,
about
please?
our budget meeting.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I can't hear you. Product what? And if you really try to turn up the heat? I'm so sorry, my neighbors. Is that Biggie?
Hello?
Tip number 2. We all know Zoom has the video quality of a Game Boy. So why not take advantage of that?
On Tuesday, so I thought that you could come by.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, you're breaking up. Or if you have acute motion sickness and you're not trying to shake your Mac, you can do this. Sorry,
Files on your desk. I won't be there.
I think
Hello? You're freezing up.
I'm
You're
losing
freezing. I can't understand
you.
Hello?
Gotta
I
go.
need hello?
Bye. Tip number 3. Listen, we all know that Zoom was clearly made on Windows 98. So can it connect to your modern internet? Let's see.
If you go and check out the files that I've left on your desk.
Just hang the fuck up. Here are 3 easy ways to get out of a Zoom call and continue your existential crisis in quarantine in peace. Okay.
Alright, you guys, so we're actually in New York during the quarantine, so I wanted to hear from our comedy talent. How are you guys doing?
Hello. Hi. You're currently in my room in Bushwick, Brooklyn. As you can see, I made a little stage for myself, Kelly's Corner. I stand in front of that curtain and talk into a vibrator on live streams sometimes, which is totally normal. Do I have quarantine mates? Yes, I do. I live with 2 roommates that I met on the internet about a year ago, just looking for an apartment, random people. And thankfully they're pretty cool. What is there to know about them? Yeah, before we would just see each other in passing. I was pretty busy. They're busy now. Of course, they're my only company. And they're best friends. The 2 of them have been best friends for years. And they're kind of like a couple. Like, they're platonic, but it's like living with a couple. They do everything together, which is cool. Thankfully, yeah, we all get along. But yeah, I'm starting to see the benefits of living with people you know. It's nice to have the community of friends. I do go on my roof a lot though, and one time I went on my roof and I saw a comedian, Megan Frank, who I didn't know lived in my building. She had just moved in, and we were both in shock to see each other. It had been like 3 weeks, but it felt like it had been years. And now I meet her on the roof. There was a beep when I said that, so I guess I'll say it again. I don't know. Now I meet her on the roof. Me and Megan meet on the roof every night pretty much at 6 p.m. and we kick a soccer ball social distantly. So that's nice. Yeah, am I single? And if so, am I horny? What am I doing to combat the horniness? Well, I am single. Yeah, my boyfriend who I had dated on and off, ex-boyfriend who I had dated on and off for about a year, broke up with me on one of the first days of quarantine after I asked if he wanted to quarantine with me, like, stay at home together. And yeah, that hurt. I mean, yeah, that was heartbreaking. That sucked. But I still talk to him because the circumstances are weird. I've sexted him. I've sent him nudes. Okay. But I mainly do that to stop myself from tweeting the nudes or sending them to a random person. Because I don't know if you've ever had a great nude in your phone. It's kind of like having a loaded gun on your bedside table. It's dangerous, you know. And to combat the horniness, you know, I don't really watch porn. I never have. Nah, I just can't get into it. I don't know if I'm, like, just in love with personalities or what, but I've never been into, like, I even, like, went to a sex party once, and I just, like, seeing people I don't know have sex, like, I'm not, inspired. I fall in love with personalities, I guess. So, I do have a vibrator. I think, yeah, it's difficult. I think I really get off on individuals, so it's hard for me to be horny alone. But I'm working on it. Yeah. I just got on Hinge. I don't know what to do with that. I've just been swiping. I don't know. I don't want to have like a phone date with someone that I don't know. I have found myself getting crushes on comedians that I know, which is very weird. Just like randomly getting crushes out of boredom. And the way the crushes manifest is that I'll have a dream about a comedian, but the dream is not a sex dream. And the dream we're just like laughing at a party or after a show, but then I wake up and I feel like I've had a dirty fantasy. And the other day, I texted one of my friends. I was like, I think I had a fantasy about you last night. He was like, what was it? And I was like, we shared a laugh at a party. And he was like, was it a knee-slapping laugh? Were we really sharing the laugh? I was like, our shoulders touched. And he was like, how hard did you laugh? I was like, stop, I'm laughing right now. It's like, am I sexting about laughter? I think so. I don't know if that's like comedian sexting or quarantine sexting, but it was weird. And I've gotten a few other crushes like that. Got one yesterday where I just liked this comedian's post from like March, and I doubt he even noticed, but hopefully that crush fades by the time this is over. Like, I don't need to be having crushes on comedians, you know what I'm saying? Dated one before. It doesn't work out. Can I show you a picture to represent my quarantine mood? Okay, so I'm going to attach a picture. I'm going to send you a picture. This is me. I'm going to send a picture of collages I've made. I think they represent my mood because when I'm bored and sad, and I don't know what I'm thinking, or like I have a lot on my mind, I tend to make collages of stacks of magazines in my apartment, and I've done that a lot lately. So here are some of my collages. How am I doing? Okay, I wrote this one down. My packaged answer. I'm doing okay. Considering. I'm doing okay, considering. I stay pretty much in manic productive mode, for better and worse, with an occasional depressive phase to remind myself how I actually feel. I don't talk to a lot of people I'm close with, actually, which is a little surprising. But I think it's because I know they're there, I know they love me, and they know I love them, and I'm sort of in isolation, disassociative mode. But there are a few people I check in on a lot. Yeah, my family's alright. My mom's a 55-year-old nurse, and she's working a lot, which scares me. But she's always been a survivor. She's been resilient. She's been isolating a lot, and people have made masks for her, so that's good. Made masks for her. I feel like I didn't pronounce that word. She keeps trying to get me to come home. Like, she keeps offering to pick me up, but I'm not gonna let, essential worker, nurse, drive 12 hours to pick me up and take me home. And then what? I'm gonna be a burden to my hometown if I get sick, or I'm gonna get people sick. No. I'm staying in New York. I also love New York. I feel like this is my home. I still feel a sense of community here, even though I'm inside. I don't know. I still run into comedians on the street. I don't hug them or whatever, but I never hugged people anyway. It's weird. It's a weird vibe in New York. But I'm glad I stayed. Okay. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Kelly, and happy Mother's Day to your mom. And to all of the essential workers, thank you. Now let's hear from Denise.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Denise, and we are now at the interview portion of the beauty pageant. My favorite. Love for me. Okay. Question number 1. Do I have any quarantine mates? Anything you learned about them you wish you hadn't? I do. I have 2 quarantine roommates who I love dearly, but I literally never want to see their faces again. The second the world opens up again, I'm gonna have amnesia. I'm not even gonna know who they are. Right now, it's nice to have them around. Things I've learned about them. One of them likes vegan cheese, which I think is punishable by public stoning, but I hear it's illegal, so she'll live. She's also the same person that doesn't brush her teeth until really late in the day, or sometimes not at all. And honestly, I don't know what to do with that information. I live with another man who's a perfect angel baby, but can literally spend his entire life in his room. Like, I don't see him for what feels like weeks at a time. And honestly, I'm envious. Okay, number 3. Are you single? And if so, are you horny? I am very single. I am so single that the only thing that brings me any sort of sexual joy is ordering Wingstop and having the delivery man softly brush my hand as he leaves. Am I horny? Am I black? These are facts. But I'm really happy to not be pregnant. So it's also like, you know, okay. Show you a picture of what represents your quarantine mood. You can draw an image, or you can find it online. Ooh, I got a good one for you. Hold on. I'm trying to find a picture of a crackhead. But they're all a little too, you know, on the nose. So give me another second. You know when like Britney Spears was shaving her head? That is most definitely what my quarantine is. You know, I'm like a centimeter away from that at all times. Bet you're happy to not be quarantining with me. Okay, how are you actually doing? Are you okay? Well, that's a loaded question. I'm sure I speak for a lot of people, especially in New York. Like within my own home, it's really peaceful. But then outside, I'm reminded, like when I'm wearing a mask and have to wear gloves, that we are like in such a state of emergency. And I'm from Texas, and so that's one of the states that's opening up prematurely. So right now my family is safe, and I hope that they continue to be. But if you are from a southern state that's opening prematurely, please call your senator, call your governor's office, like do whatever you can to urge that your life matters more than the economy. I am personally doing okay, but that is what's stressing me out. Other than that, I'm chilling, I'm eating carbs, and I'm just waiting this thing out like the rest of the world. Thank you. I think that's it.
So it's been a long couple of months, but fortunately, MTV has revamped Cribs. So let's check it out.
Welcome to my crib. Over here we got the makeup. I still shave, just bought some new razors. I don't know why I'm doing that. Welcome to my bedroom. Yeah, this is where the magic happens, if you will. It's just my vibrator. Just my vibrator and me, so. This is where I stand. I pretend I'm doing stand-up. It says Kelly's Corner. Kind of sad, but you know, I do my live stream. I'm on a show that asked me to do a tour of my apartment and pretend it's Cribs. This is my living room. This is my chair. I'd say I sit here a lot. I realized the other day that I actually I don't watch TV. I don't read books. I don't really call people a lot, so I think I just sit in this chair a lot and like I guess work on my videos. So yeah, I'm trying to come up with some more stuff to do. Her name's Gracie. She's like my main friend right now, so that's cool. She's my best friend. Yeah, this has been my crib. See you later.
Wow, wow, wow. Cool crib, Kelly. Now let's check in with Denise.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my crib, young money. What's up? Welcome to my foyer. 2 units. What y'all know about 2? Okay. Here are my stairs. Watch out for that kid's toy. I don't have a child because I love myself. This is the baby gate. Not for a baby, but for your man. So, welcome to my crib. Yeah, so we're gonna start in the living room. Follow me. This is my living room. You wanna see the refrigerator? Yeah, stopped for the end of the world. A white person lives here. Look at this. What in the vegan cheese? Racism. All right. Over here is my couch. This is IKEA. I bet y'all didn't know IKEA made furniture. But they do. Throw. What y'all know about a throw? We got lots of those. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Show them the throw. Over here we have a dining room table for dining. Up there we have plates for decor. Show them the plates. That's decor. Over here we have books because we are what? Literate. Gloves. Bet y'all don't got gloves at your house. You should though. CDC says so. Okay. Over here is my bathroom. We bath. It's a room. Wow. You want to see something real rich? Show them the toilet paper. Yeah. Shit's wild. All puns intended. Over here is my plank from when I right? Over here is bedroom number 1. Hello. That's my roommate. She's room and she mates. Here is our closet. Yeah. And here's my other roommate's room. And here is my room. I'm not gonna say it's the biggest, but you. So over here are my plants. Plant. I have about 11 plants in this home. Don't care how you feel about that. I have a green thumb, Thumbelina. Over here is my piano. I'm a musician. All right. Well, now that you've seen my crib, now that you've seen that bitch, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. What y'all know about IKEA furniture? I bet you ain't never seen it. It's a sectional. It pulls out, bitch. People can sleep on it. All right. Be safe.